I am very much in a reading slump. I don't know what happened. Actually, I do know what happened. I started listening to the audiobook for 7 days in June, and something about that audiobook put me in a reading slump. The thing that's also strange with that is that I have not really been vibing with any movies, TV shows, music I haven't been listening to all week, and I'm like, what is wrong? What is wrong? Why am I not enjoying the things I love? But I did watch Encanto like every week, at least once a week since it's come out on Disney Plus, and I'm just like, so that's the only thing that's been getting me through. So I need to get out of this reading slump. The book that I'm going to start today is book 1 in the Briar series, which is The Chase. Now, last year when I was in a reading slump after reading Beach Read, I started reading Off-Campus series with The Deal, and I managed to finish the whole series that whole weekend. I was so obsessed, and so I thought, what a better way to get myself out of a reading slump than to read The Chase. I have gotten to chapter 3. So I've gotten to chapter 3 of The Chase. As I was reading, I kept coming across words that I had no idea what the hell they meant. And I wasn't expecting that from this book. Hang on, my battery's about to die. I already have 2 words in my word bank, and I never even got to start using this. So let me show you really quick. I decided to make a word bank, and so yeah, I have the word, the pronunciation, the definition, the part of speech, and then where I found it. Both of these were in The Chase chapter 2, and then when you click it, only put in here the way it was used in a sentence. But I think it's gonna be very helpful. But I did not think that the first way that I was gonna make use of this new thing I was trying would be with this book. I didn't read the summary for this, so maybe it already says that there, so maybe this won't be a spoiler, but I guess if you're watching this, you probably already realized that this is going to be talking about this book, so you don't care if there's spoilers. Oh, he's talking about like the differences between how Summer lives, the De Laurentises, and how he's living, and he's like, me, I can barely make the rent on the townhouse that I share with 2 other dudes. We're still on the hunt for a 4th roommate though, so my share will go down once we fill that empty room. And I'm just like, oh, so Summer's going to be the 4th roommate because Summer does not have anywhere to live. That's because of the situation with the sorority, and like they don't want her to live in the sorority house. Anyways, so she's going to be the 4th roommate, which I think is what's going to, obviously, forced proximity is going to lead them to likely starting this affair, right? Isn't this one focusing more on the girls though? Like the other one was like definitely focusing on the guys. Do you get what I'm saying though? Because like that one, because Off Campus was following the 4 friends who were all on the hockey team living in that house. So like, is this one going to follow? See, I thought this was going to follow a group of girls, but I guess not, because she hasn't mentioned any girlfriends. So it's probably still following everyone who lives in that house, right? Well, I don't know. We'll see. There was also this line where he was like, the ADHD is strong with this one, my friend. What? I kind of had a pause on this one because like all it was like her just being distracted, and she was like talking in mid-sentence. She was like, ooh, I love this song. And she's talking about Beyonce song, which, hello, who wouldn't stop what they were talking about to listen to a Beyonce song and start singing and dancing? It's Beyonce. I am still watching the reading sprints right there that Erin is doing from Booked and Busy. I am now on chapter 12. I know, look at your girl. My opinions on this book so far. I really like Summer. Summer is my girl. Like, I really like her. I think she's fun. I feel like I've been friends with girls like Summer. Fitz, I feel like I don't know as much about him, even though I feel like to this point he's had more point of views. But I don't feel like I know as much about him to know if I really like him as a guy. And unfortunately, there haven't been many interactions between him and Summer to this point. If you didn't have Summer and Fitz having point of views, here and they're the only two, I probably would not think that they were going to be the endgame couple. Probably quite a few options, especially for Summer. In a chapter, we have more guys added to the list of possibilities that she could potentially be with. Like, if this was just in Summer's point of view, I still would not know that Fitz is gonna be endgame. But because his point of view is there, I'm like, okay, so he must be the endgame. But I'm just waiting to see those moments that actually concrete make me believe that they are going to be that couple. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really sold on the couple, but I do like Summer as like an individual. Mostly what I feel like keeps getting repeated for Fitz is just that like he's a gamer, and every time they're like just dropping a bunch of gaming terminologies and setups and things like that. But like, I want to know Fitz as a person, you know? I want to know him. Fitz isn't getting as much development as I would like. We finally got our first kiss between her and Fitz, and it was from Spin the Bottle, which, now that I reflect on my college years, I did not play enough Spin the Bottle. I don't actually vividly remember ever playing while I was in college. I still don't really know much about Fitz, I feel like, which is unfortunate. I think Hollis is hilarious. I love his comedic timing. Summer and, wait, I was gonna say Felix. What's his name? Fitz. Like Scandal Fitz. Okay. Fitz is like trying to be that guy who doesn't hook up with his friend's sister. He just wants to stay as far away from her as possible. She's a sorority girl. She's just a party girl. There's not much substance to her. She's just a bunch of fluff. There's nothing they would actually have in common. On New Year's, she overhears him saying something to Garrett, who was in the deal, saying all of the things that he pretty much just does not like about her, or that he thinks she's like. And she overhears him, and so when New Year's countdown comes, obviously she does not kiss him, which I feel like is what would have happened. That's what I thought was going to happen. I thought they were going to kiss on New Year's and that was going to lead to whatever, but then she ends up kissing someone else who ends up being one of the other roommates. I don't really know if anything's happening with that. And eventually we get to this point where he goes on a date with a girl that Summer does not like from her program. She just like starts going off on him, or not really going off on him, but they like kind of, the tension is rising. And Hollis is in there. Eventually Summer kind of confirms that something went down on New Year's that left her very angry with him. And then Hollis is just like, what happened? What happened? Then they were playing Spin the Bottle, and of course, when she's taking a spin, it lands on him when he just like was kind of walking in the room. Like, he wasn't playing or anything. He just like came there, and I guess there was just like this open spot and it was clearly pointing at him. And the kiss was hot. Like, it was the kiss for her. Fitz called her Sunshine. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love that. Like, imagine being someone's sunshine.
Nothing ever will compare to this. You and I making fire, I can take ya. I can make it better, baby. Running away every day, feeling the same in a different way. You and I making fire, I can take ya. I can make.
I am now on chapter 22. And honestly, do I like Summer and Fitz? I really love Summer. I know I keep saying this every single time there's an update, but do I love her and Fitz together is the real question. I feel like we don't know enough about them, and I think there's only like 10 chapters left. There was a hockey game, and Fitz got hurt, and Summer goes into the locker room and she blows him, and and that happens. He says he's gonna talk to her, and what he does instead of talking to her is he goes and he visits Tucker. Now, Tucker and Sabrina were one of my favorite pairings from the original, so I didn't mind it, but it was just really weird. And like, he didn't want to talk to her. I don't know, this is very odd. And I want to like Fitz, but I feel like he just does not have like conversations with Summer like at all, ever. And I don't like that. I don't like that he doesn't just talk to her, because I feel like it's being made hard for no reason. Like, you literally live together. Just talk to her. Like, she doesn't even seem like she's that hard to talk to. I finally finished The Chase. I finished the book, and what did I think? Well, we went through a lot of people talking horribly to Summer, and just because like she's pretty, and then like they have just like she's just pretty and hot, and like there's not much substance to her. I feel like that was the theme of this. Like, she's really just there to be a pretty face. I don't know, it kind of sucked to read that, and like the whole thing that was going on with Fitz and his boss and the way he was talking to her. I was just like, oh my god. And then what was going on with her teacher and even the dean, there was just a lot going on in that last bit. Just felt like we didn't have enough time to properly flesh any of those things out. They just kind of had to be fleeting moments and just handled quickly. I am happy that there wasn't like another breakup, even though there was an attempt at a breakup, but this like happened in the rush of everything. Like I said, these chapters, there were just so many things packed inside them, so many different storylines, because like she did attempt to break up with Fitz because she was like, oh my gosh, I cost you this job opportunity, I always cause drama and you don't want drama. Like, it just didn't make sense, and I was happy that he like just kind of was like, no, you're being over dramatic, like that's not it. He was being the asshole. Like, I could see her breaking up with Fitz because he didn't stand up for her. Yeah, because like who's gonna want to be with a guy who doesn't want to stand up for you? Like, in a situation where like his potential boss is sitting there calling you a bitch. Like, are you kidding me? I also think Dean coming in randomly at that point was also kind of weird. I feel like he could have been integrated better than at that moment. I think I'm going to give this 4 stars. I think it's a good 4-star read. It's very cute. I don't think I love it as much as I loved the first 4 books, because in those I loved the guy and the girl, but this one I really only liked Summer. I will catch you in the next vlog. Bye.
Dreams, baby. What can I do when I'm